Soul Man here. Just finished up podcast number 118, and I think it's a pretty good one. As of course, I always think they're pretty good, right? So, hey, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Okay, we start this podcast out with a friend of mine from Vermont who I've known on Facebook for, I think, about a year or so, Nathan Michaud, and he is an excellent guitar player, and I started out with his little tune, the Northeast Kingdom Rag. It's a light tune, and it was a great start for the podcast. And by the way, starting one of my podcasts off is a big honor. Soul Man says so. John Hammond comes up next then with I've Got Love If You Want It. Great song. I like John Hammond a lot. If you listen to him, you wouldn't know he was a white guy. And I don't mean that in any kind of derogatory terms. He just plays like a black Delta musician, and that's a compliment, trust me. And then it goes to the band from the album Music from Big Pink, one of my favorite albums, and the song is Tears of Rage, written by Bob Dylan and Richard Manuel. Good song. Then I go to another friend of mine from Facebook who I've known for a little over a year or so, Massimo Bevilacqua, and vocals on this is done by Daniela Ducci. The song is Honky Tonk Blues, a Hank Williams Sr. standard, but it was actually written by Leon Payne, I do believe. But I might not be right about that. I have to check that. But anyway, they do a great version of it, and Massimo is from Rome, Italy. And then I go to the Black Tongue Bells. They are from L.A., and the song is Long Way to Go. Somewhat of a political statement there, but you listen to it and take away from it what you think. And then a guy that I've really like a lot, Lucky Peterson. There's two tracks here that he's involved in. The first one is his track. It's called When My Blood Runs Cold. And then the Melvin Taylor and the Slack Band, he goes from playing guitar to playing keyboards here on the ZZ Top cover of Blue Jean Blues. Good song. And then a legendary blues guy you might not know about, Jody Williams. He does the song You May. And you get to know him. He's been around for quite a while. And then Rollin' and Tumblin', that is a blues connection that I do. Was originally recorded by Hambone Willie Newbern, and I do the connection with Cream, who off their album Fresh Cream. That's where that song was. But that song was written, I'm not sure it was written by, it's pretty much a traditional blues song. It's been covered by a lot of people, Rollin' and Tumblin'. But Hambone Willie Newbern recorded it first in 1929. Then go to someone we haven't heard from in a while is Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. And the song is Joey from her first album. And then here's another favorite of mine from Rhode Island, Duke Robillard. Don't get me shook up. I'll try not to. And then we go to Bo Diddley on here. Can't Judge a Book by its Cover, a classic. I love Bo Diddley. Probably one of the guys you could point to for the inspiration for rock and roll. But he kind of started out in the blues mode, but then blues and rock and roll are almost interchangeable. And that song, Can't Judge a Book by its Cover, was written by Willie Dixon. And then we go on to a Willie Dixon tune to close out the podcast, You Shook Me. Nice segue there. You Shook Me was covered by Led Zeppelin, by the way, but Willie does a great job on it. And the truth is, Led Zeppelin kind of covers it in his fashion. So, Well, that's the podcast for this week. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you come back every week. We will be there on Monday morning, at least I will, and with a new podcast. So check it out. And remember to like my Facebook page. Very important. Like my Facebook page. That way, when I got a new podcast up, you'll get notices that that podcast is up, and you can go check it out. And also visit the website and listen to the tunes. Let's drive up that number on there. I check my stats daily. I kind of live and die by them. So working on building up the website and keeping the Facebook page going, and blues on. I love the blues, and let's keep it alive. And also remember, I'm trying to start the Licking County Blues Society. If you want to get in and join in on that, please contact me and let's sit down and talk. Hey, have a great week, and see you next week with podcast 119. This is the Soul Man signing out.